When should a new grad start applying for jobs? This is by far one of the easiest questions I've gotten so far. The answer is as soon as possible. There's absolutely no such thing as too early. In my world, no such thing as too early. The minute you realize, discover, or finally decide where you want to end up on your first job as a nurse, start applying, start looking, start asking, start researching, start digging, and find what you want. It's a difficult thing because in nursing school, I've talked about this before, you're gonna change your mind at least 3 times. Or maybe that was just me. I know I changed my mind at least 3 times. Because now everybody knows that I lived in the ICU my entire career. Outside of a 3-ish month span where I had a lapse in judgment and I worked in orthopedics, I have spent my entire career in the intensive care unit. That includes all of my time as a nurse practitioner. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do. The problem is you're gonna change your mind a couple times while you're in nursing school. Now you could be one of the lucky ones, and you know the minute you start nursing school what you want to be when you grow up, because maybe you have nurses or you have healthcare peeps in your family and you have already done a little bit of the research. And if that's the case, then you have no freaking excuse. You should be applying after like your sophomore year. But the minute you figure out where you want to go, what your destination is the minute you pull the trigger, you create your resume, you create your CV, you start acquiring references, you start piling up as much experience as you can, putting more feathers in your cap so that you stand out from the crowd, that crowd being your classmates. You stand out from the crowd so that you have the best chance possible to get that job that you want. You want to become the annoying student nurse that asks a bazillion questions. You want to ask every instructor, professor that you have about job opportunities in whatever field you're interested in. Every single clinical rotation that you are a part of, you better be asking people. I don't care if you're interested in ICU and you're doing a med-surg rotation. You need to ask your preceptors, hey, I'm interested in becoming an ICU nurse. Do you have any suggestions? Do you have anybody I can talk to? Can I use you as a reference? What do you suggest I do? What did you do? What did your preceptor do? What did the charge nurse do? What about the last person that you precepted? How did they do it? What about the last student that you talked to? How did they do it? Hey, can I talk to your boss? How about we talk to the doctor that just came by? I don't care. I want to talk to everybody possible. You need to get this through your skull. You have to take charge of your education and your career. You got to grab it by the horns and lead it to the water. Did that even make any sense? You know what I mean? If you're going to sit back and passively watch your education and your training and your schooling kind of happen on its own, then it's your own fault for not getting what you want. You should be as aggressive as humanly possible when it comes to finding that job that you want, whatever that job is. And if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up, that's also okay. But that's no excuse to wait around. Start asking questions, figure out where the job opportunities are. You know what? You can't use the I'm scared excuse, because you know what? I'm going to slap you in the face for that one. Yeah, I'm going to slap you in the face for that one. Guess what? We're all scared. We were all scared. Hello. This is the nature of the profession. If you weren't scared, that is something I'd be concerned with. You're supposed to be scared. Guess what? This job is not easy, and not everybody can do it. The answer to the question is, there's no such thing as too soon. The sooner, the better. And as always, check your own pulse first.